Alright, folks, we are live with the time attack event that's going to come up. Currently, there is an hour to run, but unfortunately, no cars out on track yet. They will be more than likely out soon. We have Nikolaus and Arisneta as the main drivers. There is not a lot of vehicles, but don't be worried. This is all about, breaking the lap record at track loans or making history. Arisneta has told me they're currently trying to get the car set up. We got it set to daytime for the sake of visibility, so that we could get drivers to get the best lines physically possible. There's a car over there, so got some test session that had gone on earlier. So I'm just gonna clear the track out, make sure everything is cleared. So there's currently 2 big entrants. If anything else does come around, we will let you guys know. Okay, the track itself is clear. We'll be checking the other surfaces. Doing some jobs to reduce the lag for the drivers. Don't need those pits anymore. And it is clear there is an hour of time. As Nico has been saying, lap times, as you can see, not enough to break any records, but has been some testing that has been done some time recently. I've heard from Eris she plans to run 2 cars, so curious to see what else comes up, because I've seen a car that she's ran with the active arrow. I guess we might find some entertainment in the meanwhile, watching a cart going around. Currently being driven by J.D. Kelly. I believe that rise is hot. Yeah. I think I might have messed this little area up, but, it's something to deal with later. East 951 is in the game. As we have Nikolaus in. Nikolaus is in the game. Nikolaus has been running for test purposes. I'm very curious to see what he could come up with. We have Nikolaus wants me to join him in SLC. Alright, Nico.
Right, I'm getting the car set up. Eris is getting her car set up as well.
Alright. I've heard Eris is setting 2 cars up.
Really, too?
Yeah.
I'm setting up 2. This twit over here will be running the well, when I mean that, I mean east. Will be running the Widow.
What will you be running?
You'll see.
Okay, now you got me interested. Well, you see there's 55 minutes on the board. So we got, our hour still going on. Of course, this is a time attack, so it's a completely open session. So, when you're ready, you can go out. As you can see, I have it set to daytime, kind of for visibility reasons, so I can make sure you guys get the best lines. Make it easier on you guys.
Trust me, this thing, I mean, I'm hoping this thing at least will be able to set the new lap, right?
Interesting. I'm gonna do a little poll, see what the general take is.
So this car is going to be running the Mercedes C9's engine in it. Because 700, about 900 horsepower is 900 fucking horsepower. see. Well, what is it? I need.
What was the record again? Was it like 35.5?
Yeah. This thing should be doing 30s, if I'm not mistaken.
Jesus, that's gonna be fast.
I think. I don't quote me. I don't know. I've not tested this thing.
Imagine it's a lot slower.
Yeah, probably.
We'll figure it out. I'll leave the VC once you're actually running stuff so that you could actually focus, but I'm very intrigued to hear that both of you are running.
Hyper quick cars.
Yeah.
You see, it's gonna be like hybrid technology with olden aerodynamics
Mhm.
and uh pure like fucking power compared to old fucking like old power and no hybrid systems but like fans and active aero shit. So and Nar should be bringing his car, which will also be a fan car. Which where is Nar?
Let me DM him. I didn't realize Nar was running this one, but that would be cool too.
Well, I mean, I think he was. He said he was bringing like I think he was making like an unlimited version of his car, so I'm guessing he was.
Have one person that votes that you're gonna be the one to break the record today.
Hmm?
I did a little poll on YouTube. Who is going to break the record, and so far it's 100% on you.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Harris has got some fast cars, and I think she was grabbing another car that was faster than hers. So,
Yeah. Her car has like fucking ground effect. Effectively a fan. An active arrow. See, I'm not that technically savvy, so I don't know what to do.
oh, it's 50% now. The other 50% goes to Eris. Alright.
Just do those. Try this.
Yes, JD, you are currently the focus of the stream. As somebody else joins the VC, it is Eris
Hello,
Netta.
Eris.
Eris, you said you had two cars in, that you were planning to enter, right?
What? I was thinking of making a new car. I was thinking.
Okay. Well, let's see what could be ran for now. Uh,
Just gonna enter the ARC 1X2 U3, which is just the U2 with a roll cage.
Alright. Well, apparently Nico's got another car he's gonna run that might be faster.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Told me.
Yeah. I'm just waiting you guys to enter your cars, and there's 50 minutes left. So.
Is this being streamed or is this just a
Streamed and
wonky thing?
it's streamed and recorded.
Oh, Okay.
And actually, I did a poll, and 50% say Eris, 50% say Nico's going to be the one to break the record.
It's gonna be Nico. My car is. It's just. I thought about adding more power, but then I read the rules and it was car must be entered by Friday, so I just tapped it with the rule page and.
There's not the first car out. Alright, I'm gonna leave so you can focus. Oh, God. What? Physics. Clearly some interesting physics on this car. Alright. Look at the downforce on that machine. Crazy levels of downforce already. Has active arrow. It's almost too fast just to watch with your eyes. 7-second on the first sector. We're going to lower this so my commentary is balanced. Runs a high through the carousel. Just completely insane pace out of this machine. We're going to get a closer view so you guys can look at that active arrow. And first lap out of the board. And it's a new lap record. 35.508, I believe. Off the bat. If I am correct, that might have been the lap record already. Or at least about even with it. And it's a crash into the wall. This lap won't matter as much as the other one. Look at the sparks off that thing. And it's a brick car too. Nico's brought in a mesh car. This one's completely made out of scrap bricks. Overcooks at 6.7 sector 1. I think that might be an invalid lap though. As Nicolaus is out, I think. We'll watch this. Nico has brought a car out and is a monster of aerodynamics. There's Netta though, slowing down. Use 951 with the Black Widow. There's 3 cars to range today. Arisnetta makes a run out. She's not trying right now to run a lap. Use 951 overtaken by Nicolaus. Nicolaus out on his first run of the night. It's perfect, that's it. That could have maybe been a cut. And it is clear of a cut. It's not the fastest sector 1, but it is overall pretty good looking. Now I'm his way through the carousel. I'm about to see the fastest cars that road racing can make. Sector 2, 17.699. Now he makes his way through the chicane, hops up the curb, just so much downforce it doesn't even affect him. Makes his way around, and it is a 38.880. Arisnetta, purple sector 1, but off the track. This lap is not going to be valid, but let's see what type of pace might be generated by Aris. Seems like the car is just so quick it's almost undrivable. Nicolaus now making his way through. Here's one completely haywire. Not fast around the sector 2, and it's a flip for Nico, keeps it rolling. He's snap 5-1 in the Black Widow. Both those cars are just insanely quick. You snap 5-1 on a green sector 1, smacks the wall. Smacks it again, and he's lost himself. Arisnetta continues with the Arettes. crashing into turn 1. Looking at Nico Alex does not improve. East 951 actually has ran a lap faster than Nico, but it seems like both of them are just struggling to control the cars. They are so fast, it's just nearly undrivable. Nico Alex with a blisteringly quick Sector 1. Seemingly catching up to Eris. Now down the hill. 17.965. Now this time by around. It is a 39.815. Arisneta goes purple on her last sector. Her car is basically planted onto the ground like it's on rails. East 951 with a fast looking Sector 1. Did tap the wall, I believe, on the hairpin. Lost a little bit of time. But actually, Sector 2 looks quick. East 951 makes his way through. I think that was a cut. 39.405. These cars, you can see, are clearly capable of going fast. It's just, again, they're just so fast, it's just nearly undrivable. Mercedes Aero moment. 67% are voting for Arisneta to be the victor. And I can see that now. Oh, what the? Something happened I couldn't tell what exactly happened there. Had a lag spike. I think she might have flipped it. Her car is... Go through the gravel. She has some lag. Ibis. That was a great looking Sector 1 for Eris, but it just blew it on the edge of the club sector. I wonder what the speed... Look at that. I know that was a crash. If she was going wider, she probably could have carried that speed better. And maybe... I could have gone quicker. East 951 currently might be in it for... And he taps the wall. There's NASCAR making her way through. Her car is faster, but it's not. It depends if she could get the marks right. There's Netta makes her way by, and it's a smack into turn 1. East 951, I think, ran it into the grass. There's the two of them going side by side down the backstretch. Nicolaus's car is just that much quicker. They're both very quick cars. Both of them will still stick with 39s. There's Netta pulls it into the pit lane. This is basically a Group C car versus a on crack versus a LMP1 car on crack. I just kind of realized that. Look at the horsepower in that thing. The Black Widow was crazy as heck, but this just beats it on a whole nother level. And now it's between East with a good-looking Sector 1. Kind of runs it a little bit. into the sausage curbs. Hits the wall. More than likely, that could be his lap. Arizona has pulled off for the time being. It's gonna be between these two. I believe Arizona is adjusting her tune. It's all a matter of getting your mark correctly. East 951 with 7.8, Sector 1 did run into some issues. And we're going to check the times. East 951 is looking quick. Does improve. Arizona is back out after some adjustments, more than likely. East 951 is looking very quick through the carousel. East 951 now out of the hairpin. Not his fastest Sector 2, but still Sector 1 might make up if he can hold together for his last sector, and he goes wide. I believe that could be his lap. Hits the tie barrier very hard. Fortunately for him. There's Netta now sliding through. Nico hops through the freaking sausage curve. Whoa! That was actually really freaking cool. That was cool. There's Netta with 7.6, Sector 1. Nico Al's also quick, but there's Netta's ARX is just so much freaking quicker. She's hitting her marks potentially correctly. Have a lag spike. There's Netta! Or Nico bikes it. It's not any solid runs for either of them. Netta has left the game. Could either be from rage quitting, or they have pulled themselves off, or they've disconnected. We'll have to see if they join or leave. She is currently tied, I believe. I'll have to check. I'm going to check announcements real quick, see what the lap record was. It's 35.230, meaning Arizona does have the lap record, in fact. So that was history. Arizona does hold the lap record. I think I set a 35. Wait, actually, did she set a lap record? No, wait a second. No. She did not set the lap record. Lap record is a 35.18, if I recall correctly. But officially documented was 11.2. 11.230. 35.230 is the official record set by Nicole Alex in the Black Widow. East 951 currently running. Looks like he's on route for a good lap. No. Well, there went his lap. It wasn't valid. Well, actually, he probably hit the wall. Snap 5-1 trying to redevelop his rhythm. Seems to be a warm-up lap for East 951. Oh, what? I stopped paying attention for a second there. I need to see that one back for myself. Oh, that was a bad flip, actually. I didn't see that till just now. Yeah, these things are extremely unstable. It's very easy to crash. Ask Nico or Eris. I think Eris has another car. And East 951 runs out of fuel. Nico's out for another run. This car looks a lot faster than it was earlier. It's a lot more planted. We'll see the pace through the sector 2. Alright, now that Nico makes his way in. This car looks a lot faster than it was earlier. He's not running. Oof. A lot of pace in that thing. It's a green sector 1. Will it be enough to break the record? He slings his car, nearly drifting it through the carousel. Now it's time for him to go through the hairpins a little bit slower on that exit. Still, overall, looks great. Green on a sector 2. He just got the chicane to nail. Goes through it all right. Final set of turns. Is it good enough to go for the record? It's a 36.782. Great lap, but not quite the record. Alright. Nico, slow down. East 951 now running. Driver's now currently staying still. Nicholas now gets back into action. Alright, they're running again. Unfortunately for East, that's an invalid oh. Just quick looking for East 951. Currently 24 minutes left. Oof. Unfortunately for East, it's a smack to the wall. It's not an improved lap. Just crazy levels of downforce on that thing. It's a good looking sector 1, I would say. So, he just needs to not screw it up. Goes wide, but could be carrying more speed doing the wide. Sector 2 is a little slow. Well, on a relative scale, of course. Another 7.8 sector 1 for East 951. Sends it wide. We're gonna remove Eris's car since it's unattended to. Besides, she's gonna respawn her car probably anyways, so. East 951 taking it slowly. Decent looking line out of one. And runs a slow. Nico Louts once again back out. His car looks faster than it was before. Looks a lot faster, a lot more stable. That's a 16-second sector 1. Chalky Milk, who would that be? Oh, Lisa. I apologize, folks. I've just watched one of the craziest moves I've ever seen in real life racing. Yeah. Roush Chastain just did a real life version of wall riding. Meanwhile, back at Nico. I Alright. Sorry for the brief distraction. I've never seen a move like that in my life. So it sounds like Robux Penny is pretty good. I'd assume so. Look at Nico. That's a good looking Sector 1. Sector 2 looks very quick for Nico as it makes its way through the chicane. Now only a couple more set of turns. And it is not enough for a lap record. That was solid. Alright, anyways, back where we were. East 951, he's getting out of the pits. And now he runs. Now he's going to be running up. He gets a hot run. Really good exit off of turn 1. He's looking faster for Rouge. He's going green through sector 1. This is the fastest one I think I've seen today. Really quick through the carousel. Now this is a lap to watch. Nicolaus pushing it as much as he physically can through the hairpin. Now out of the hairpin, not to the backstretch. It's a green sector 2. He's pushing this thing like a madman. Only a couple more set of turns. Is it enough for the record? Nicolaus made his way through. He flips over. I can hear Ariznetta's car. She's not making her way out. Ariznetta's car is out. We're going to see the duel between the two fastest cars today. Ariznetta slams into the wall. Both of these are definitely drivers to watch. She's experiencing some lag issues though. Meanwhile, Nico, this is not going to be one of the more preferred laps. Nitsha currently driving the Black Widow. I don't know if they were permitted to, but they are on track. As Nicolaus with a improved Sector 1. Is it going to be any faster? He's looking fast again through the carousel. And it's a wall tap, but might he be able to keep it together? That's good looking on the second sector. Not so good on the chicane. Not bad. Might be able to improve. It is improved, but not enough. I'm gonna watch from Eris now. Her car is just crazy fast. And once again, the poll is tied now between Nico and others. Wow, there's some interesting poll results. There's now a cooldown lap. I think she just got stuck on the sausage grid. And just a challenge to get unstuck. And there's that is unstuck. It's just the active arrow on her ARS. It's just absolutely insane. Air's now up to Nico's car. Air's now making her way up before Rouge. Overcooking it a little bit. I think she's going to learn the car control necessary. How many minutes is there left? There's 11 minutes. Okay. There's now taps the wall. Nicolas going through. Both of them trying to get something in. There's Ned just keeps on overcooking it into there. But that is a very fast in Sector 1. But Nicolas is going to catch back up. Up to the carousel. There's now runs wide into the carousel. Oh, smack. So they now make the way through to the second sector. Nicolas with a 60-second second sector. There's Netta. Hard crash off the barrier. Basically just teleported through like it's not even there. Alright, so Nicolas is definitely pushing it now, but not enough. His car looks like it's starting to run on tire wear. Remember, the Black Widow is currently the record holder. There's Netta gets her car out of the sand trap. Wow, that's cold. Alright, Air's not clearly pushing now. There's time. Really is trying to run out. Purple on the Sector 1. Now around to the hairpin. Little small wall tap. Purple on Sector 2. She just needs to connect the dots. Now through chicane. One more really tough turn to go. Will she be able to go through it or flip? She goes through it. And then she quit time. It's a new lap record, the 34.447. Eris Netta holds it with the Arrowheads. Impressive driving by Eris Netta to keep that thing under control. car crashed, and it's a purple sector 2, just couldn't keep it together. Now the question is if Nico could get it in his new car, or if he's gonna have to accept that Eris's ARS is just that much faster. That thing's insane. But there it is. Also, hi Elizabeth. I don't think I've ever called you by your actual username, but hi. Eris Netta has gone purple again on the last sector. She might be trying to go in for more. Nikolaus with a near flip. Eris with an actual flip. And that would have been a fatal crash for the both of them. But again, Eris, that's just, she's got the record, but I wonder if she wants to try to get another one to completely solidify. So there was a slight wall tap. You could tell there's just a little bit of room to improve. And Nikolaus pulls it into the pit lane. Okay, whoa there. The physics are she's got some physics. So you'll see some weird incidents like this. Oh boy. Her car is literally sucking downwards. So when something goes wrong, it could go quite wrong. Such as in this case. That was good. That was very good. There's this car has gone to whatever goes beyond the void. Now you got Nikolaus has done a retune, I believe. He wants to see if he can break that record. There's 6 minutes left on the clock. His car looks a lot faster than it was earlier. That is a good question. You might want to do M messages, though. Those are very distracting. It looks fast. He might be cutting it through. He is cutting it through. He wants to do a full send into turn 1. And that's a wall tap. That might be his lap. But he's going to try whatever he can to hold it through. There's an interesting looking red vehicle on the track of Miata. Ah. 15.66 sector 2. That is faster than what Air set. If he can hold himself together and get a lap together, he could actually potentially break the record. Purple on to sector 3. Nikolaus, is he going to get it back? Only 4 minutes left on the clock, practically. 7.6 on the first sector. Seems to struggle a little bit on sector 1 in comparison to Eris. However, it's these other sectors where he definitely comes up on top. Just completely sliding into the hairpin. Now makes his way out. 15.7 sector 2. He holds it together through the chicane. Only one more turn to go. Nikolaus doesn't have what it takes to break the record. It is close, but it's not enough. Would have been enough. He's got another chance here. It is improved on the Sector 1. He gets a little loose, though, on the sausage curbs. That could affect his time. And if he does beat this, he will see that there is room to improve. That's a good-looking line, though, through Sector 2. However, that sausage curb killed this lap. Throws it into the corner. He's going to try again. Probably just the way it is. Nicolas slows down a lot. He's going to use this to slow down. Probably... I see what he's doing. He's trying to regain some ERS. There's currently 3 minutes left on the clock. And I believe when the timer runs out, well, I'll just tell them when they're done. Lap record has been broken by both of them. In Nico's car, it looks like it is faster, but it all depends on these next few laps. It's a full send into turn 1. Beautiful line off of the exit of turn 1. Now up the hill. Looks good. It's as fast as Sector 1. Now making its way around the carousel. Full DRS. Or full ERS. Making its way out of the hairpin. Purple on to Sector 2. Now it's time to go through the chicane. Only a few more turns for Nico to go. Does he have what it takes to break the record? He makes his way across the line. And it's another new lap record. It's a 34.314. Arizona is also looking quick. Nicolas now into the sub-7s on his first sector. Makes his way around the carousel. Running the top line. Carrying as much speed as he can into the hairpin. And he smacks the wall. Is it good enough, though, to continue to run with a good line? And it's invalid. There's only a couple laps left for these drivers to go. Their lap records have been smashed. I'm wondering if they think... Or, well, I'm wondering what's... if they're satisfied with their times. The records have been shattered. By basically almost a second. He said he wanted to get into the 30 seconds range. He has still broken the record. I wonder if he wants to go faster. Nicolas got a full send into turn 1. All the stress is now on him. He wants to do better. Ayers wants to do better. Sector 1, not exactly his best. His tires are a little bit old. Ayers Nedham now makes her way up turn 1. It's a little bit slower. Now Nicolas for one more lap to go. White flag in the air for Nico. There's a great line through turn 1. Now out the Alpha Rouge, like it's not even there. Unfortunately, he's killed his lap. Now it's up to Eris. Will Eris be able to break the record? This is the last lap for her. Smacks into the wall and in a spin. That will commence the time attack event. We'll let Shipe get his lap. It's not going to beat the record, but there's some experience. All right, Nico. Fantastic driving. Let's go over and talk to the guy. All right, Nico. Can we go to race control for a second?
Mhm.
All right. You're allowed to, as well. You are also allowed, but I want to go for Nico Alitz. Nico Alitz with the new lap record with 34.314, absolutely shattering it. Run me through it.
Well, while I was testing around, maybe like when we were like 20 minutes in, I was trying to understand of why my car wasn't actually setting the lap times I wanted it to, because I swear this thing would have done a lot better. To then figure out that I'm only running 560 fucking horsepower and my hybrid system isn't bloody working. So I fix out those two kings, slap 1,000 into this bitch, and then make the hybrid system work, and then just barely, with my best tire grip I physically can get, a bloody brilliant lap that I do say so myself, and hybrid system that's actually working, and I just barely managed to get it.
Well, looking at the polls, 44% said Eris will get the record. It was a close one, within a tenth of each other, basically. But you just nailed that one. Both of you guys nailed it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm sweating like a motherfucker.
Oh boy. All right. Next person I want to talk to, if you want anything to thank, I mean, congratulations, dude. You got the record on your track. I hope that's a win for you.
I actually have to thank Eris a lot, because she taught me how to do fucking ground effect for my car. If I didn't get that, I probably wouldn't have beat this record.
Let's see. Well, Nico, you did a good job, and another person that did a great job would have had the record and beat the old one by almost a second. Have Eris Netta come into the pit lane. You might not hold the record anymore, but you are still a record beater. You did great, Eris. Your car looks amazing, by the way. Would you like to do an interview? Because I know, like, that might be a bit of a painful defeat, but that was within a tenth, Eris. Yes, 1 second. Okay.
Okay. Man, I'm like the engineer out here. I'm like that one, Ferrari engineer. Sending the engineer secrets to the rival team. If only I hadn't done that, I would still have the record. Yeah, but still. I wanted it to be fair. Nico was struggling, so I helped him out. Didn't get his foot on the ground, and yes, I do have a shit ton more technology than he does, and I still do. But he has the hybrid system over to me. I don't. I just have some panels that move. They move. Ooh. Ooh. They help me drive better. But yeah, for the short amount of time that I had the record, again, after 2 years, I had it back in my hands. I was really happy. And then I wasn't. Now I'm terribly angry and I want to punch an otter.
You know what? You're still up there, Eris. You are still, like, that time is still legendary on its own. Nico's just happened to get everything right. You got almost everything right. And I think your car actually might be better than his. So, you know, if you do this again, if you can record it on your own sometime later on, you probably could beat the record.
Oh yeah, I want to add, this car is not the ARC01 XR2U2. It's actually the ARC01 XR2U3. what makes this different, it has a roll cage. The previous ones didn't have one.
Safety.
Yeah. The thing is, it's kind of poorly made. It's missing a support beam at the back.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah. I'll die anyways. A roll cage won't save anyone. With the speeds that this thing turns out. There's always another opportunity. And I'll just have to wait for it to pop up. Certainly a nice way to end up this pretty terrible day for me.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I just think there's some satisfactory in, you know, still being up there. So, and this car, again, it's just, in my opinion, aesthetically speaking, this is probably one of the coolest cars I've ever seen made out of bricks. So, you win on that department.
I mean, that's just what comes with making fictional cars. You can just go wild with them. You don't have to stick to any like guide because it's your canvas, and that's why I really like making things. And you want to get in on a little secret. This little effect, the arrow cap on the wheels, is just two air discs overlaid on top of each other. It's nothing fancy. It's just very basic.
All right.
And also, I want to thank my sponsor over at Big Carbon Fiber Industries. They really helped me out because otherwise I would not have been able to get this much carbon fiber. Like, dude, this car gets into a crash, say bye to the car.
There's some big flips this weekend. I'm actually kind of surprised with how many crashes there's been on this track this week.
Yeah, it's a very murderous track. I almost actually flipped on the Group C race.
Shipe did flip, and actually he flipped from touching paint the wrong way. Seriously.
I mean, at least he didn't touch grass.
I mean, he touched grass kind of, but more so he touched the paint the wrong way, and it just, his car flinged. That was funny when you just like freaking got flung into the atmosphere. I think that's the most air. I think that's the most air height I think I've ever seen these things reach at triathlons. I think you literally beat my you've beaten my flip with the outlaw cards.
Explanation. The car was just constantly trying to suck in air.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
There was an excess air, and it was just accelerating perpetually. There was nothing I could do. It was the car controlling me at that point. I just had nothing. The car had me. I wasn't driving the car was driving me.
I see. Well, I suppose that settles this one. We're gonna do the outlaw card race soon after this, folks. Stay tuned. Congratulations to all the drivers that showed up for this. Made cars. Yeah, outlaw cards is in an hour. If you want to race, I can set your scheme up. Alright, well, that's gonna sell it for the for this event. We'll see you guys in